So hi guys, welcome to yet another AMA. So this week also I will only be doing. Uh, let's see, just the market has been fantastic. Another new all-time high today. So we'll be discussing all these things. Let's wait for a couple of minutes so that other people can join. So do share your questions, comments. What do you feel about the overall bull run? So how are you placed? Are your coins doing well? Have they pumped? Hi Vijay. Right, interested to know about from your perspective how you are seeing this bull run going. Mhm. So let's get into the topic. So let me start by presenting the screen. Overall, of course, except for the last 1 hour, overall the trend is green. Last 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone up by 3%. If you compare my last week AMA and today, we are up by 12% in Bitcoin, almost 20% in Ethereum. Ethereum has finally breached the $3,000 mark. Ripple has also done fantastically well, more than 30% up, close to $3 now. Of course, this is a stable coin. You leave it. BNB is up by 6%. Solana again 10% up. Dogecoin has done really well, 20% up. Tron not so much, 5%. Cardano has done well, 30%. Hyperliquid 22%, and Stellar has gone up by 83%. Right, which is kind of amazing. Sui, Chainlink. So a lot of these projects have done well. HBAR has done 50%. If you look at underperformers, mostly it's stable coins, right? Almost all coins have gone up. OKB, OKX, exchange coin, Sky, these coins have not gone up. Gold is anyways a stable coin. Pi again only 2% up. Rest of the coins all have done 100%, 200%, 50%, 80%, all stellar numbers that you can see. Another important chart that we typically look at every call that we do is the ETF inflows. If you can look at it, the last couple of days, like the Thursdays and Friday of last week, we had more than $2 billion inflows. $2 billion is close to 16,000 crores, right? That is the kind of money that has come into the Bitcoin market. That's what is pushing the prices up. Uh, there are also a lot of charts if you can look at. I will try to see if I can. Okay. So if you look at this chart, you can also see the price of Bitcoin going up, which is on the right axis, the white, and overall exchanges position of Bitcoin. So if you can see, the it's going to an all-time low. So uh, so in 2022 we had more than 3.5 million bitcoins with respect to exchanges. It is on the downward slope. It has gone below 3 million. It happened during the Trump's presidency elections, and after that we are now at 2.4 million, right? So typically what people assume is the bitcoins that are already there in exchange, they are available for sale. So that is the sell side pressure. If this increases, what it means is people are bringing bitcoins into the exchange to sell, and also there are short term holders who are holding bitcoin to quickly sell, right? Normally people who want to hold bitcoins, especially the larger players, they don't keep it in the exchange. So as this curve drops, what it also means is buy side, there's a lot of buying that is happening for bitcoins, and these are moved off the exchanges, right? This is a extremely bullish sign, right? We are now at 2.4 million dollars, and this is one of the all time low. I guess this is the maximum timeline this data has. Like it starts only from 2022 October, so we are not able to find data before that. But this is a very key data, and this you can also do for Ethereum and other things. If you look at Ethereum also, uh, from 30 million ETH, it has come down to 20 million ETH. Okay, so again here 30 percentage dip in the last 3 years, and this is all. But if you look at it, the most of the dip had happened around last year March, right? So more than 15 months it is at the same space. So I'm very curious, like what is going to happen. The Bitcoin price, when Ethereum price has been going up and down during this period, Ethereum Foundation also been selling a lot of Ethereum, which has caused the supply to increase. If not for that, probably we would have seen a downward slope. So this is like one of the key charts that I keep looking. If Bitcoin price has to crash somewhere, a new supply has to come, or if the Bitcoin price has to go up, right? We need to see the supply reduce, especially the short term retail supply. So that is what we are seeing as of now. Good question. You're asking what about the meme coins in this bull run? Uh, so if you look at overall meme coins, some of the meme coins have done really well. Maybe let's start by analyzing Dogecoin itself, which is one of the original meme coins, right? If you look at all time, I will probably look only this cycle, right? If you start from 2022, so November when Bitcoin hit a high, Dogecoin was like 0.22, and then it crashed. It got consolidated around point 0.5, 0.05, 0.06, like 6 cents, 5 cents, around 5 6 rupees, and then it pumped all the way up to zero point 0.4, right? More than like 400 percentage pump when Trump got elected. When we also saw that Elon Musk becoming part of the US presidency. Again, once that news surprise is out, you see a gradual consolidation. The price has moved back, and from here again it is making slowly a comeback. But it needs new stories, right? Elon Musk may not be able to move this much higher, except if he becomes the president, which can only happen in 2028, not before that. So this is something to watch out for. See, one thing about analyzing meme coins is that meme coins don't have fundamentals. At least Dogecoin has someone like Elon Musk whom we can keep talking about. But Shiba Inu, what do you even talk about? So Shiba Inu, if you look at it, so 2021 high, we have still not crossed, unlike Dogecoin, which we saw like we crossed in 6 months back. So it made few highs, but it is at a comparatively it's like 80 percentage down since November, right? If you look at the 90-day chart, that would be better. So if you look at it, the peak was like 0.33, the bottom was around 0.10, which means 60 or 70 percentage crash, right? So from 70 percentage crash, it has gone up by 30 percentage now, which is not much, uh, not very useful. Uh, so that is the thing about meme coins. So in this whole cycle, Bitcoin did not crash 70 80 percentage, but Shiba, the second biggest or second largest meme coin, it crashed by more than 70 percentage, right? So the other most important thing in this cycle has been that meme coin pump already has happened early in the cycle. Before altcoins pumped, meme coin pump happened. So if you look at it, this is the period it got pumped. You look at Floki, for example. So we had a huge pump from 2023 to 24, right? This one whole year it was just about meme coins. You look at bonk during this period, you'll see the same thing. So already these coins have pumped during this period, and after it was also crashed like more than 50 percentage. So now what is left, whether we will see another pump or not, it is very difficult to be predicted, because if there was no pump, we can expect a pump. There's already a pump that has happened, and then the consolidation has happened, and there are too many meme coins. And recently, Pump.fun, they are also launching their own meme coin. Generally, if a lot of activity happens around this, if a lot of activity happens around meme coins, that could also be seen as the peak for the meme coin cycle, right? So probably 1 or 2 months from now, we might see a small peak, but after that, it can crash. So you have been listening to my AMEs regularly. I keep saying the same thing. In the sense, meme coins keep less than 5% of your crypto portfolio, because it's very difficult to predict and it's very highly risky to hold. Of course, it can generate enormous returns, but they can also destroy a lot of value. But we only talk about these four meme coins, right? Floki, Bonk, Doge, Shiba Inu, right? There is also few other meme coins like Pepe, Dog with Hat, but more than 1 lakh meme coins got launched in the last 1 year, right? What happened to all those meme coins? So 99% of the meme coins will go to zero, or they will go to some low price. They will destroy 95% of your value, after which it doesn't matter whether it goes down anymore or not. So we only think about the survivors of the meme coin. So I would say don't focus too much on meme coins. Name some altcoin I can buy right now. So the first thing I would say is, as of now, Bitcoin looks really good. Sorry. As of now, Bitcoin looks really good. Um it's not an altcoin, of course, but typically anyone who asks for a coin choice, I always say, first question that you need to ask yourself is, do you have enough Bitcoins in your portfolio? If not, Bitcoin is the first coin you need to buy. At least 50% of your portfolio has to be in Bitcoin. Apart from that, Ethereum is very good. A lot of tokenization is happening. Stocks, bonds, they're all moving on chain as tokenization. Robinhood recently launched a platform in Europe where they are offering US stocks to the Europeans. So a lot of this thing is going to continue to happen, and whatever happens in base, Arbitrum, Optimism, ZK Sync, they all finally accrue value to the Ethereum layer. So Ethereum is a fantastic. It's going to be the Nvidia of crypto industry. Just like how Nvidia chips are becoming the backbone of AI, Ethereum is going to become the backbone of financialization. So I would say ensure that you have sufficient amount of Ethereum in your portfolio. That is the second thing. And after that, I don't believe much in Ripple. Ripple can give you a lot of profits, but there is no fundamentals. There's no guarantee when it can, what to say, pop. So I will not talk much about Ripple. BNB has good fundamentals, but already Binance as an exchange, it has got 100 billion valuation. We don't know how much higher it can move, but Solana is a very good opportunity. Solana, it went all the way up to $300 and has come down, and the fundamentals are still strong. So it is very likely that in this cycle itself, we will see more than $300, especially for the fact that Bonk And Pump.fund, they are launching their own meme coin platforms. Recently, even Binance announced, but they will do it in Binance chain. That is a different thing. Bybit is going to launch their own Perps platform in Solana. So a lot of new projects are going to come to Solana, which is going to drive user activity, which will in turn drive the prices. Solana has got very good fundamentals, and it has already a proven track record. So definitely a good coin to hold. Again, avoid all the meme coins. Tron is good. One thing I have seen Tron is when the coins are pumping a lot, Tron doesn't do pump. But when the coins are dumping, Tron also doesn't dump much. It's kind of stable in its price. That's what I have seen in this cycle. So if you look at it, right from 2022, it has been on a straight line. It's almost like someone is manipulating it. Of course, we know Justin Sun is actively promoting shilling this coin everywhere. So this is like a very good trajectory. I'm not sure how long they'll be able to hold it. As long as the coin keeps going up, it's definitely at a very sweet spot to purchase, right? As of now, more than 50% of the USDT that has been minted is in Tron chain only, but that is slowly changing, especially with BSC, Polygon, all of them promoting stable coins a lot. Tron's market share will definitely come down. Tron's only use case as of now is moving stable coin. They need to find other use cases quickly, but if they are able to find it, then the Tron can go even higher and higher. That's about Tron. Cardano, again, no use case. It's almost like a meme coin. It's supposed to be a layer one, but I don't see any activity on that. Hyperliquid is again a coin with very strong fundamentals, but there's also a lot of competition coming to Hyperliquid. It's already at a very good valuation. $16 billion is not small money. So already I would say it's a coin with strong utility and fundamentals, but the price is expensive. Stellar is again almost equivalent of Ripple. If Ripple pumps, Stellar also pumps. So there is nothing else other than that. Chainlink is definitely a coin with good fundamentals, long term, definite hold. Apart from these coins, I would say Uniswap is good. Aave is good. Compound is good. So these are the coins with strong fundamentals. Ton is good because Ton is behind Telegram. A lot of people use Ton. Uniswap is here, and Aave is here. BitTensor is again a good project. There's a whole Tau ecosystem that is coming up for machine learning, AI related activities. So definitely good. Apart from that, I don't. So Polygon has been recently doing well. Last 1 week, it has gone by 30%. There's a lot of push happening from Sandeep, right? I am definitely hoping that Matic succeeds, coming back to its previous price, because a lot of Indians have made a bet on Matic. Now recently rebranded to Polygon. So it's really good for the Indian community and also the Indian crypto ecosystem, because we want a project from India to succeed. So let's bet that Polygon does well, hopefully. And apart from that, the usual stuff, mostly meme coins and other coins. So most of the fundamentals are there in the top 30. So I will say these are the coins you can pick, like Solana, uh, Uniswap, Ton, Aave, Ethereum, Bitcoin, right? These are the 5 coins on my radar at this point. So I'll keep you guys updated if something changes in this. Okay. What is Modi government policy towards blockchain technology? Why they are skeptical about it or indifferent? Okay. Good question, in the sense, uh, see, if it was a pure play technology, as of now, we would have seen a very strong adoption, right? But there is also money aspect involved in it. See, typically today, if you want to send 1 lakh to your brother in US from India, they'll ask 10,000 questions. There's a limit how much you can send. For example, you cannot send more than 3 crores to people outside India per year. This is called LRS limits. So all those things are there. RBI has a very strict control over how much money is coming into India, how much money is going out. And they also give licenses to bank and how banks need to operate and everything. Now this cryptocurrency, they break all these shackles, right? uh, in the sense, government cannot stop you from sending bitcoin to your brother, right? So this new financial ecosystem, it's very easy for Europe, US and other countries to adopt, but for India they need to change the fundamental nature of the economy, how it works and everything. So that is the reason why for cryptocurrency there has been so much of deliberation, so much time it has taken. And one more thing is, it's not an urgent priority for the government, right? The crypto community is not sufficient enough voter base, right, for them to focus on this, right? So that is also one problem. The second is, they are also waiting for US, Australia, Japan, South Korea, all these crypto regulations to evolve, so that they can see where this is heading towards and then make a calculated move. But the best part is, Indian government did not take the easy option of banning crypto, right? Though RBI has asked for banning of crypto, they have not done it so far, which is really really good. Uh, from crypto ecosystem perspective, right? We are still surviving, we are thriving. We had projects like Polygon and all those smaller projects that have emerged from India. So the key next step from Indian government that we are expecting as an ecosystem is that Indian government is bringing up a policy paper. This policy paper will talk about what is the Indian government's reading of crypto, how the policy roadmap is going to be, what are the challenges in implementing crypto regulations, where they see promise, which are the sectors they think crypto will play a major role. They are also going to concentrate on stable coins. So all those things are going to happen. This paper was supposed to be out last year, then it got delayed. So it was supposed to come out in June. Today, Money Control is saying this will come out in July. So I am crossing my fingers and waiting for something exciting to come out. So let's see. So Murthy says, hi Murthy. How long have you been in crypto? So from 2016-17 onwards, I have been in crypto. This is my 8th year. This is my third cycle. Um, yeah, if you want anything more to talk about this, I am happy to answer. We started Giottus in 2017 second half, right? Once we got into Bitcoin, we saw that the onboarding people into Indian crypto ecosystem was very difficult. The on ramps were not great. People did not have much choice. That's when we decided to start Giottus, and we went live in 2018 April. So Giottus as a platform, it has been active for 7 years now. This is our 8th year. Come April, I mean next April, we will celebrate 8 years of anniversary for Giottus website and app. I think we launched after 12 to 15 months. So that has been our journey. And when I started, Bitcoin was around $1,500 if I'm not wrong, and it was also that time where we got into this Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin debate. A lot of exciting times. At that point of time, there was like an ideological war within the Bitcoin community, whether how Bitcoin should scale and everything. Ethereum at that point was growing very fast in terms of price, so the people were betting on the flippening, where they were expecting Ethereum to overtake Bitcoin in terms of market cap. Fortunately and unfortunately, it never happened. So yeah. How do you see real estate token evolving itself in India? See, that will be the last space where the innovation will happen, because Indian government has like firm control on real estate. In lot of laws have to be changed. SEBI things have to change. Okay, so only then we will have. Sorry, let me repeat. So SEBI has all these rules called real estate tokenization rules, right? Already we have something called as rates, right? But it is not applicable to crypto yet. So first, crypto Indian government needs to regulate. Then you can regulate all the allied things, right? NFTs, real estate token, and all this tokenization will take time. Dubai has been at the forefront. They have launched real estate NFTs and everything. But Indian government, I don't. So first, let them regulate Bitcoin, right? Then they'll regulate payments, stable coins. They'll share their opinions. Then all these allied industries like NFTs, real estate, and all those things will be the next in priority for them. So see, one of the things also that we are seeing is, if Indian government can appoint a dedicated regulator for the crypto ecosystem, like how you have for equity market, you have SEBI, For banks, you have RBI. If you create a separate regulator for crypto, then that regulator can be very proactive in creating these kind of regulations. If it's going to be a joint responsibility, then it's going to be a tough time for ecosystem to convince each of these players that this kind of regulations and these kind of changes are required in the ecosystem, because a lot of new things come on a day-to-day basis. So that is the key thing. See, and overall, the topic that I wanted to discuss today was also that we are almost in the second half of the bull run, right? The bull market started way back in 2022 when we did not realize that Bitcoin had reached its bottom. Bitcoin price was like what, 16, $17,000. Today, Bitcoin price has gone up more than 7 times. We are at $119,000, and we are still going higher and higher. So when you ask what is the support for Bitcoin, now a lot of people will have answers that 100K is a very strong support, 110 is also a very strong support, because that is where Bitcoin spent a lot of time before going up. And 95K, so based on Fibonacci retracement levels, people have different supports. But when you talk about what is the target price for Bitcoin, there is very little clarity because it's an uncharted territory. Bitcoin is at 123K for the first time ever, right? So how do we get to know where the resistance is? Only when it touches something and comes back, we know, okay, there's a resistance there. So how is resistance created? When a lot of people start booking profits at a certain price, right? Then resistance get created. So what we are ending up guessing is that, so all the customers who are holding Bitcoins, all the investors who are holding Bitcoins, if some part of them are looking to book profits at, let's say, 130, 150, 175, 200, so people will have different targets in mind. So when some people start booking profits and the price goes down, it might also lead to a cascading reaction where a lot of people start booking profits. That is when we can say that, okay, the top has been reached and the Bitcoin price will go down for sufficient period, right? So it totally depends on people's emotional behavior, collective behavior. It's not like one person taking a call. So this is one way to look at it. The second way is, if there is a big news, both positive or negative, that can also change the overall cycle. You saw that Trump getting elected did a lot of things to Bitcoin as a ecosystem and Bitcoin price for that matter, right? We quickly saw Bitcoin hitting the all-time highs much before the halving also, right? And Bitcoin touched 100K as soon as we got to know that Trump is getting elected. So all those things was expedited because geopolitically, macro level, a lot of good things were happening to Bitcoin. So similarly, some bad things could also happen that could also accelerate uh, the bear market to start. So these are the key things that we need to watch. And the most important observation from my perspective that I have had is, generally in the previous cycles, you see a lot of froth in the sense, a lot of new users coming to the ecosystem. In 2021, I'm pretty sure you'll remember all the IPL ads and everything. So all these new users, what will happen is, a lot of these people are short-term tourists. They don't understand what is Bitcoin, what is crypto. They are coming to make a short-term profit, and they burn their hands. They typically buy at the fag end of the cycle, where they buy at the almost close to all-time high. So when the price drops, they quickly sell, creating that cascading effect. So for that kind of event to happen, you need to have a lot of people rushing in, doing FOMO and buying Bitcoin, which is not happening. Probably you'll also realize, in the last cycle, how many of your friends asked about Bitcoin to you? This cycle, how many of them are asking? And this is not just happening in India. This is happening across the world. Bitcoin mempool is empty, which means new users they are not touching Bitcoin that much. They already think Bitcoin is too expensive for them to buy, which is a very bad mistake. People made this mistake in 2018. People made this mistake in 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 2025. They still make the same mistake, that Bitcoin is too expensive for me to buy. You don't buy 1 kg of gold, which is almost same price, right? We buy 1 gram, 10 grams, 18 grams, 16 grams. So similarly, you can buy small amounts of Bitcoin, no issues. But if people are not buying Bitcoin, which is not pushing the price, then only because institutions are buying, the Bitcoin price is going up. So only when institutions start selling, the price will come down. So this cycle is very different from 2021 cycle or 2017 cycle. So a lot to hope for. But one thing that I'm seeing is the momentum is still there. Bitcoin, I don't think it's going to stop here. It's going to at least touch 150K is my basic expectation, but I have to wait and watch. Uh, but I think there's a lot of things that can happen, and I think when people used to say Bitcoin can reach $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, earlier I used to be very skeptical. Now I am also coming into this belief that when Bitcoin was at $100, people believed that it will go to $100,000 has gone. Right? There is no limit to the price of Bitcoin because Bitcoin is having no fundamentals. There's no cash flow. A company producing 10,000 crores of profit in a year, you can say, okay, this company is only worth 100,000 crores. Beyond that, it doesn't make sense because only this much profit it is making. That's how Reliance Industries or Amazon or Google, they are valued. Or even in the case of Nvidia or Google, we also think about future, they will grow 10x, right? That is why we are valuing it them at such high levels. But Bitcoin, there's no cash flows. You cannot say what is the actual value of Bitcoin. You can only say the price of Bitcoin. So there is no upper limit to where Bitcoin goes. Only that if a lot of people start selling, the price will go down. I know it sounds very stupid, but there is like the fundamental first principle. Only when you have sell pressure, the price will go down. But for that to happen, there should be some kind of a catalyst. I don't see any uh, risk or red flags at this point of time. One big concern I have is micro strategy. If there something happens to that company, that would be a very significant systematic risk to Bitcoin because they hold 2-3% of overall Bitcoin supply. But as of now, the company looks safe. Today, also, I read that they have spent $500 million buying around 4,000 bitcoins. They keep buying the dip, which is again making the price go up. So we have to wait and watch. Good question. Can you please share when the alt season is after Bitcoin all-time high, like how money flow work? Okay, see, historically how it has worked is first Bitcoin will pump. After a point of time, people will start selling their Bitcoin and move their funds to altcoins. Altcoins will start moving up. Then people will sell the altcoins and move to meme coins, and meme coins will go up. So this cycle, both Bitcoin and meme coins, they've already pumped. Altcoins have not pumped that much that people have expected. And meme coins में problem क्या हुआ? There was like too many meme coins, right? So if 1,000 crores is coming, but there are 1,000 coins, each coin is getting only 1 crore rupees. So that's not enough for one coin. There are only 10 coins, right? Then each coin would have got 100 crores. If 100 crores come into a coin for buying, the price will shoot up crazy, right? That did not happen for meme coins after January and all because there are too many meme coins and too little capital. So that kind of screwed the alt season for us. Technically, by now we should have had a very good alt season, but meme coins, too many meme coins were there. That kind of crashed the market. But having said that, I think now there is some fundamentals. People are not blindly going behind meme coins. There is activity is definitely picking up. People still look at meme coins, but thankfully to the Trump and all this theatrics, he launching his own meme coin and everything, he has killed a little bit of buzz with respect to meme coins. So that would allow some of the altcoins to pump. So if you talk about alt season, I think it always starts with Ethereum pumping, and you see Ethereum has pumped a lot. In the last 90 days, it's up by 90%. Right, it's almost close to double its price compared to 3 months back, which is really good. So there's a technical definition for alt season, which is 75% of the cryptocurrencies in the top 100 they need to outperform Bitcoin. So why do you have to worry about outperforming Bitcoin? If the coins that you're holding are pumping 30-40%, I think that is good enough, right? So uh, so the 2 points. First season is first thing is I think alt season is already here. Next 1 or 2 months we'll see a lot of these altcoins pumping. For that to happen, we needed Bitcoin to reach an all-time high. Now this has happened. This can also happen. That is first part. Second part is forget the technical definition of alt season. Just look at the coins, individual coins, which are pumping, right? If sufficient amount of coins are pumping, that means we all are making money. I think that is good enough, right? If Bitcoin makes even more money, technically will not be in alt season, but who cares, right? So yeah. Inch, Tau, R, Kada, Bullrun, Target. சொல்லுங்க bro. See, see in cryptocurrencies, one thing you cannot put a price tag to the currencies because there is no fundamentals. Real Reliance, Asian Paints, HDFC, and all, we can say this is this thing. This is only technical analysis people can do. I am not an expert in technical analysis. I am trying to learn it, but as of now, I would stay away from commenting the price, right? Till what price it can go. That is a very difficult thing. So what generally I've seen people do is they root for round numbers. For Ethereum, people are betting for $10,000, right? In the long term, medium term, at least $5,000. So that is how people do. XRP, any latest update? See, XRP was applying for a bank charter. I'm not sure if they will get approved. If it gets approved, again, XRP price will pump. But actually, fundamental level, if something is happening, I'm not sure with respect to XRP. They talk about cross-border money movement, but right after 7 8 years, now only they are building this entire infrastructure by acquiring companies that have done well, right? Ripple as a token is not used for cross-border at this point of time. They have acquired MoneyGram earlier. They have acquired a custodian. They launched a stable coin, Ripple USG. They are now looking to acquire a bank or apply for a bank license and try to complete that whole circle. But Circle has done a beautiful job, right? In terms of stablecoin payments, USDC. Tether has done a wonderful job in terms of cross-border payments. Not that much for XRP. Yes, I have answered almost all the questions this week. This Friday again, I'll be catching up with you, and that AMA will be in Tamil. Looking forward to meeting all you guys. Thank you, guys. Seeing you again on Friday. If you are interested in doing an AMA or listening to an AMA in Tamil, or next Monday, probably Vikram will be there, or if not Vikram, I'll be there. Hopefully, Bitcoin should be at a much higher and higher level. Hopefully, we should have like multiple all-time highs before that. Wishing you all best of luck. Thank you, guys.